That's right. Might have to let it go, right, Kevin Durant? Uh-huh. Sounds not like another Brooklyn TKO. Kevin Durant's gone. Kyrie Irving's gone. James Harden is gone. But you still got Ben Simmons. Right? What? I can't hear you. Oh my gosh. See, the music was going well. And then what is going It's another love TKO, everybody. Well, boy, do we have news for you today. Today is February 9th. It is a Thursday, so you know it's an NBA Thursday with the Western Conference being focused on here at the Amazing Grace Sports Network. And there were a lot of trades that went down. Uh-oh, I can hear you. I can hear you. You're back. For a second. There were a lot of trades that occurred in NBA yesterday going into today. Well, first off, Kyrie Irving, he left earlier in the week. Yes, Kyrie was gone by Tuesday. Kyrie put in his papers and said he wanted to leave town, out of the town that he loved, New York, New York, the city that never sleeps. Kyrie said, I can't get it done here. I want out. This is after bringing Kevin Durant and James Harden there. James Harden soon left. Well, you know, he's a whole nother series of comedy anyway. So it didn't help much that James Harden was there. But he's gone. Now, then Kyrie left. And now Kevin Durant is gone. Brooklyn, New York, New York, New York.
This is crazy. Hey, where's the sound?
I got you. You're back. I just heard you. I don't know what this video feed is that you did here. Oh, you're back. I can hear you. I can hear you. All right. We're good to go. I was just remarking on the fact that all three are gone, but they still got Ben Simmons. What more can anybody want? Beginning with that, as soon as Erick James gets himself fixed in here, there he is. He's back again. Oh, wait a second. I can hear you. Yes.
The sound dropped off again, man. Jesus.
But I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Uh-huh.
I can't hear you.
Well, now they hear echo through the phone.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know what to say, man.
I'll tell you what, I'll just turn mine down. Can you? I can still hear you though, but you can't hear me, so that's not going to work. Okay. You're going to need an earpiece.
Okay. Hold on.
We strive for the best, even if you have to hear me 3 or 4 times through the echo of modern technology in the phone, cell phone to microphone, Zoom, Restream, whatever it takes, we're going to get it done because you are important. I just killed it until he gets the oh, wait a second now. What, am I done? No, I'm still here. Yeah. Until he gets the earpiece in, then I'll call him back. Okay. Now I'm gonna call. Can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. You know, say something. Oh, okay. You can hear me. That's all that counts. Let's get on to.
Hello. Yeah.
Now, I got you. You're clear, loud and clear on the what is it? The Android. The the Lenovo network. I can hear you loud and clear. You're coming in fine and dandy. You know, we had a couple of games, so let's get on to the games. I already discussed the trade scenario with Kevin Durant being gone. Is now Phoenix Sun. Let's get on to the games. I'll start off with the Cleveland Cavaliers hosting the Detroit Pistons. Detroit has the worst record in the league. That's right, and they lived up to that by again losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, you're gonna like this. By 20. Yeah, they lost by 28 points. 113 to 185. Yes, Detroit lost 130. Detroit, and see, you can always tell teams that want to win as opposed to teams that want to lose. If any team needs to make a trade for something or somebody, it's Detroit, and they did nothing. Oh, let's just start off. And Donovan Mitchell didn't even play. Okay, Donovan Mitchell didn't even bother to play for Detroit, and they still beat Detroit by 20 points. Let's get on to it. Bojan Bogdanovic was 4 for 13. He had a bad night last night. 4 for 13, 15 points. Isaiah Stewart played 28 minutes. He was 4 for 12. Pretty much the same thing. He had 9 points. Jalen Duren. Yep, Jalen Duren had, I think it was the number 1 draft pick. Played 20. You know, none of these guys played too many. They didn't play too many minutes. They're young. Why not play these guys? I mean, they have nothing to lose except losing. Jalen Duren played 27 minutes. He was 6 for 8, 14 points. Jaden Ivey played even less, 26 minutes. He was 3 for 6, 10 points. And Killian Hayes, he played 29 minutes, 4 for 9, 9 points. Why did they should have just kept playing these guys? What's the use of taking them out? But some of them, they might get traded. I doubt it. Who's going to want them? Somebody's going to want them. I'd like to see Bojan Bogdanovic on the Celtics. That being said, they got 28 points from the bench. Nobody had more than 8 points. So let's not even look.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, the Cleveland Cavaliers didn't even play Donovan Mitchell, who was averaging 29 points a game. So they didn't even need his 29 points. And they still beat the Detroit Pistons by 28 points. Let's go. We have Evan Mobley. He's back. He played 32 minutes, 19 points. Isaac Okoro, 27 minutes, just 7 points. Isaac, you're going to have to pick that up a little bit. Jared Allen, big old Jared Allen, played 30 minutes, 9 for 13, 20 points. Raul Neto, it's a point guard, 36 minutes for 14 points. And Karis LeVert is back off the injured list. He gave him 15 points. They got 38 points from the bench, 10 points from Dean Wade, no relation to Dwayne Wade, and they won handily. I don't know what we're doing with this. What's this over here? We're going to get rid of that. How's that? All right.
All right, next we have you good?
I'm good. All
right, next we have the Charlotte Hornets and the Washington Wizards. If you bet on Charlotte for what?
Looks like 12 points.
12 points, you lose.
Yeah. You lose again.
Charlotte lost 104 to 118. The Wizards
That's a
won.
Surprise. Yeah, that's a big surprise.
Yeah,
big surprise. Charlotte losing again.
They didn't make no trades either, did they? They traded.
Yeah, that's a sign of a team that is comfortable losing.
Okay, let's see what we got for Charlotte. Charlotte, we had P.J. Washington, 36 minutes, 7 of 17. He had 20 points. Mr. Gordon Hayward.
Oh, my gosh.
35 minutes, 5 for 10. He had 15 points.
5 for 10. Shot the ball 10 times.
Mason Plumlee, 31 minutes, 4 of 9 field goals. He had 10 points. Hey, Mr. Ball, Lamar Ball is back. 36 minutes, 6 of 16 for 16 points. And Terry Rozier, 37 minutes, 7 of 20 for 19.
7 for 20. That's the Terry Rozier I know.
Hey, what you gonna do?
You're gonna lose.
24 points from the 4 guys on the bench.
That's right.
And they lost.
Again.
Let's see what Washington Wizards did. Mr. Denny Advantaja.
I think it's Avija.
Abija.
Yeah.
37 minutes, 8 of 13 for 20 points.
Yeah, he put it to him.
Hey, what you gonna do? Mr. Kristaps Porzingis.
That's him. Still.
35 minutes, 13 for 22. He had 36 points. The guy.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. He did pretty well.
13 for 22 as opposed to Terry Rozier, who was 7 for 20.
Hey, what you gonna do? Danny Gafford, 29 minutes, 3 of 5 for 13 points. Mr. Bradley Beal, 33 minutes, 7 for 15 for 17 points. And Mr. Delon Wright, he could have stayed on the bench, 30 minutes for 2 points.
2 points.
Big 2 points.
And it didn't even matter. They had the Charlotte Hornets beat.
27 points from the bench, and they won.
They won. So the Charlotte Hornets, they didn't make a trade. Didn't even try to make a trade, and neither did the Washington Wizards. So, two teams at the bottom of the league in the Eastern Conference, and neither one tried to improve themselves. Management's doing pretty good up there. They don't have to worry.
Yes, so.
Yes, sir. Well, the Philadelphia 76ers, they traveled, I think it's 215 miles to Boston to play the Boston Celtics at the TD Garden. And if you took Philadelphia in 5 points, if you took Philadelphia in 6 points, you lost. Philadelphia is not going to be able to get over the hump at all. They can't beat the Celtics. They have nothing for them. The Celtics beat them 106 to 99, and Jaylen Brown left after the first quarter.
He got that elbow.
He got elbowed, but it was from Jason Tatum, so it was a very soft elbow. Tatum is going to do anything hard.
There's a lot of little bones in your jaw.
Yeah, well, you know what? That I don't know how that happened. I saw how it happened, but I don't know how he says it's fractured. He says it's got a fractured bone in there. Okay.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say. We'll leave it at that. It looks like a soft elbow to me. Yeah, I mean, actually, Brown ran into him.
Well, if you get the pointiness of the elbow, it can cause some real situation.
I'm surprised Tatum didn't go out injured with a right elbow injury.
Come on, man.
That being said, let's get on to the game here. You have Anthony Leon Tucker, also known as PJ Tucker. He played 25 minutes at 8 points. Tobias Harris, 32 minutes, 2 for 10. There's your weak link right there.
Oh.
2 for 10. He had 4 points. You have Joel Embiid. He played 39 minutes, 11 for 21 for 28 points. James Harden played 37 minutes, was 8 for 14, and pumped in 26 meaningless points because they only scores when you don't need them. Then you have Anthony Melton, 33 minutes for 12 points, and I don't know what they see in him to keep playing him. They have Shake Melton on the bench that they could use. When they were using him, he was getting them points. 21 points came off the bench. Nobody scored in double figures, so we're not even going to go there. Let's move on to the Boston Celtics, the Boston Celtics, my Boston Celtics, your Boston Celtics. They started with Blake Griffin. No, actually, they didn't. They started with Jaylen Brown, but Blake Griffin was playing center. That's right. Al Horford was out. Robert Williams was out. So Blake Griffin, who once jumped over a Kia car, played 18 minutes and scored 15 points. Grant Williams came in. Actually, he started. He played 39 minutes, was 5 for 10 for 15 points. Jason Tatum played 37. 5 for 15, just terrible. He just couldn't get over the fact he knocked Jaylen Brown out the game, I guess. 5 for 15 for 12 points. Derek White played 38 minutes. He was much better. He was 8 for 13 for 19. And Jaylen Brown had a big 4 points in the 18 minutes he played. So he went out in the second quarter. Off the bench, they got 41 points. Sam Hauser gave him 14, and Malcolm Brogdon gave him 19. So that's 23 of the 41 points. And no, that's actually 33 of the 41 points. And Luke Cornett pumped in the other 8 to round it out to an even 41 points. Celtics win 106-99, but they better watch out because Milwaukee's coming up very quickly in that rearview mirror.
Yeah, that can be a problem. We got Miami Heat and Indiana Pacers. Did they make any trades?
No, none of them. Nope. But we know Indiana's not going anywhere, and unless Miami can get somebody dirt cheap, they never pay any money.
Oh, well, guess we've seen that happen over and over again.
That's for Miami. They, for some reason, Pat Riley's got all that money held up in there somewhere, and he's not spending it. Kyle Lowry is the biggest signing. I think he makes about $8 million a year. I mean, they did take Jimmy Butler, but Jimmy Butler was a giveaway. Nobody wanted him at the time.
Lowry's making $28 million.
Oh my gosh!
Butler's making $37 million.
Huh. Adebayo, how much is he getting out of that?
Adebayo's.
He's the best of the bunch.
Those are the top 3.
Oh my gosh!
Everybody else, Duncan Robinson is making $16 million. Everybody else is in single digits.
Where is Duncan Robinson these days?
I don't know.
Find
Duncan Robinson. Find him. He's getting paid.
He's getting paid though.
Yeah. Well, if you bet on Indiana Pacers, you lose. Miami Heat won 116-111.
At home.
At home. Wow. Okay, so let's check it out. All right, Mr. Nesmith. Mr. Aaron Nesmith. 30 minutes. 30 minutes for 7 points. Mr. Turner, Miles Turner. 30 minutes, 4 of 9 for 21 points. He did a little better. Mr. Nebhard, Mr. Andrew Nebhard, 28 minutes, 4 of 9 for 10 points. Mr. Halliburton, Tyrese Halliburton, 37 minutes, 3 of 8 for 11 points.
3 of 8.
Yeah. Mr. Buddy Hield, I like that name. Buddy Hield, 37 minutes, 10 of 18 for 29 points. And I guess T.J. McConnell came off the bench 27 minutes, hit 8 of 12 for 18 points. And the rest of the cats, 13 added up for 15 points total.
Yeah, 33 points total for them.
Yeah. So, Miami, Mr. Jimmy Butler, 35 minutes, 9 of 18. He had halfway shot, 25 points. Mr. Martin, Mr. Khalid Martin, 37 minutes, 4 of 11. He had 12 points. Mr. Adebayo, Bam Adebayo. He gave him 37 minutes, 12 of 16 for 38 points, the high scorer.
Bam.
Yeah. Mr. Gabe Vincent, 37 minutes, 4 of 11 for 17 points.
Not bad.
And Mr. Tyler Harrell, 40 minutes, 4 of 14 for 15 points. And their bench gave him a total of 9 points. The 3 people there.
That's it, 9 points, because if Pat Riley's going to pay you, he wants his money's worth. He's going to play you all day long. You ain't getting out that game.
Well,
oh, boy. Where's Kyle? Did Kyle Lowry didn't even play? Yeah, Kyle was out. Didn't even play. Now we have 2 teams that are up and coming. The San Antonio Spurs took on the Toronto Raptors. Yes. And San Antonio Spurs, well, they're still losing. And Toronto Raptors, well, if they can keep playing the San Antonio Spurs, they'll be winning every night. That being said, let's get on to the San Antonio Spurs. They did have a guy named Jacob Poeltl. Yeah, that name, that guy, Poeltl. Well, Jacob is no longer there. But he did score 12 points while he was there. Jacob got traded. Matter of fact, He got traded to the Toronto Raptors.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's just make sure. Jacob. There he goes. Bada bada boom. Da 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 da. Yep. Jacob's going to Toronto, the very team that he was playing. He scored 12 points against them last night. The only thing he has to do is just stay there. He doesn't have to go anywhere. He was in Toronto. He got traded to Toronto. He can just, he doesn't have to unpack his bags. He's right in the place where he's going to be for a period of time. So let's just go with the San Antonio Spurs, who have won 14 games. Yeah, 14 games. They're pretty bad. Them and the Pistons are the worst. No, I think it's at Houston, but the Pistons have won 14 games, and San Antonio have won 14 games. And wait till they play each other. Let's see what happens then. So let's get on with San Antonio. San Antonio had Keita Bates being up. He played 27 minutes, 4 for 7. Big whopping 10 points in that 27 minutes. Keldon Johnson played 36 minutes, 8 for 17 for 22 points. He was the high scorer on the team. Jacob Poeltl, 28 minutes, 4 for 11. Not very good shooting. But what the heck? He's going to Toronto. They could use him. Josh Richardson is still playing after all these years. He was 4 for 15. He's played 31 minutes, and he's probably 35 years old. He had 14 points. And Malachi Branham played 29 minutes last week. I think last Tuesday he had a pretty good scoring game. And this game he only had 4 points. They got 36 points from the bench, 13 from Doug McDermott, who held them down. Nobody else had over 8. We'll leave it at that. Now, for the Toronto Raptors, Pascal Siakam, who has been carrying this team for the past 3 to 4 years, 15 for 21, has definitely improved. He played 40 minutes, though. 40 minutes, 15 for 21, 37 points. But that is a much better shooting percentage than he used to achieve. For that 37 points, he used to shoot the ball 30 times. Now, Precious Achiuwa. Yeah, Precious Achiuwa. He plays for the Toronto Raptors. 28 minutes, 4 for 8. Precious doesn't take too many shots. They're precious to him. He had a big 10 points. That was it. Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes was 4 for 10 in his 39 minutes. He had a whopping 10 points also. Fred VanVleet played 37 minutes for 16. He was 5 for 16. Terrible shooting night for him. And he had 16 points. But it didn't matter. They were playing San Antonio. Okay? Gary Trent Jr. was 6 for 16 in 33 minutes for 15 points. And it didn't matter because they were playing San Antonio. Because they stuck Chris Boucher out there, who played 30 minutes and had 18 points off the bench because, they could have played anybody. They only got 24 points from the bench. Nobody else scored anything over 6 points, 4 points off the bench, but it didn't matter. They were playing San Antonio. That's it.
That's it. Next game, Sacramento Kings and Houston. If you bet on
Speaking of Houston, they do have the worst record.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the walk. Bottom of the walk.
They've won 13. San Antonio's won 14.
Hey. So Sacramento won by 2 points. And in Houston, they went away to Houston to beat them by 2 points. All right.
Just go to Houston.
Hey. Take me over to Houston.
All day long. 13 to 42, and that's their record. Houston's record is 13 to 42.
Okay, let's see. Sacramento. Mr. Domantas Sabonis, 32 minutes, 8 of 15 for 22 points. Mr. Barnes, Harrison Barnes, 33 minutes, 5 of 10 for 16 points. Mr. Keegan Murray, 32 minutes, 4 of 9 for 10 points. Mr. Fox, De'Aaron Fox, 38 minutes, 11 of 23 for 31 points. He's their high scorer. And
Yes,
Mr. Huter, Kevin Huter, 20 minutes, 2 of 7 for 7 points. Let's see. We had Mr. Malik Monk came off the bench, 29 minutes, game 17 points, 5 of 11. And Mr. Terrence Davis. Terrence Davis gave him 15 minutes. He had 4 of 7 for 10 points. And Mitchell and Matu added up 17 points, so that's all the bench did. However, they did enough to win against the Houston Rockets. Let's see what Houston did. Mr. Jabari Smith Jr., 32 minutes. He had 3 of 6 for 9 points. Come on, man. Shot the ball 6 times.
That's it.
32 minutes.
32 minutes.
Jesus. Canyon Martin Jr., 35 minutes, 5 of 8. Wow. 15 points. God.
Nobody wants to
shoot.
Nobody wants to shoot on that team.
No. Alperen Sengun. He gave him 35 minutes. He shot the ball 11 times for 18 points. Mr. Gordon, Erick Gordon. 37 minutes. He shot 22 times. He had 14. He had 41 points. My man Green.
That's right, Mr. Green.
Jalen Green. Good job.
Somebody has to do something.
I guess so, man. Let's see. Oh, okay. So off the bench, they had Mr. Jayshawn Tate. Gave him 25 minutes, 7 of 14 for 16 points. And Mr. Tyree Eason gave him 20 minutes for 10 points. And the other two, Fernando and Christopher, gave him 10 points.
They only combined for 10 total. Nothing happening there. There's nothing happening there. Now, Jesus. Paul Silas' son, who used to play for the Boston Celtics, is the Houston Rockets coach.
Right.
But not for long.
Yeah.
But you know what? If they're going to keep Greg Popovich, and Popovich has only won one more game than he has, they might as well keep Paul Silas. I mean, Greg Popovich is a Hall of Fame coach, supposedly, and he's only one game better than Silas. Steve Silas. That's his name. So
he'll retire this year.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, it's kind of a couple of years too late. How long since they won the championship? When did Tim Duncan leave? It's been a number of years. Yeah. They've been in the cellar for the last 10, at least the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm, at least.
Yeah. Well, let's move on here. We have the Bulls traveling to the Utah Jazz. Now, the Utah Jazz, with their wheeler dealer Danny Ainge. I miss Danny Ainge. I wish he was still in Boston. We'd have Joel Embiid by now.
Danny Ainge to the Jazz?
Yeah, no. They went out and got Russell Westbrook.
Oh.
But that's an expiring contract. I know that's going to be gone at the end of this year.
Yeah.
They made a couple of moves. They stockpiled a bunch of draft picks. They're ready for the future. They're going to be drafting heavy and hot in the next 5 years in the top 5. But last night was not their night. Minnesota came into Utah and just slapped them around. Now, Minnesota was missing Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and D'Angelo Russell, who was just traded back to the Lakers. That's 50 points right there that was not on the board. Still beat the Utah Jazz 143 to 118. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 143 to 118. What is that, 25 points?
25 points.
Yes, it was a close game. The worst thing about this is that Utah got beat at home by a team that's missing 3 of the starters. So the effort obviously was not there. Let's start off with Minnesota. Taurean Prince came in and he says, you will not miss D'Angelo Russell at all. He gave him 29 minutes for 12 points. Jalen McDaniels, 5 for 7. He 25 minutes, 5 for 7, 14 points. Naz Reid, 3 for 8 in 22 minutes for 8 points. Jalen Noel. Now, he said, I have to pick up the slack. So he played 29 minutes, was 11 for 16 for 30 points. And, of course, Anthony Edwards was there to nail the door shut. 33 minutes, 13 to 27 for 31 points. they got 12 points from Josh Minot, who came off the bench, and 25 points from Luke Garza, who says, "You will not be missing D'Angelo Russell as long as I'm here." They got 48 points total from the bench, and that was the name of that game, okay? Utah Jazz, who supposedly were at home and supposedly ready to play. You see, this is what happens when you get somebody that you really don't want. Russell Westbrook is already messing up the chemistry of the Utah Jazz, and he has not even stepped foot on the court yet, not once. But going to the Utah Jazz, discombobulated the team, and they lost at home by 25 points. Just the mere mention that Russell Westbrook was coming to them, they knew the chemistry was going to be messed up. Who's going to shoot the ball now? Well, let's just find out who shot the ball last night. Kelly Olynyk shot it in 22 minutes with 6 for 14 points. Lauri Markkanen, their leading scorer, who scores 24 points a game, apparently didn't care to shoot the ball that much last night. He played only 23 minutes. In those 23 minutes, he got 21 points. Walker Kessler, Mr. Walker Kessler, played 30 minutes with 6 for 10, 16 points. Jordan Clarkson, seeing his minutes dry up and his shot totals going down, he only played 27 minutes, was 3 for 13 for a whopping 8 points. Jordan usually averages 21 points a game. Just went down to 8 in one game at the thought that Russell Westbrook was coming into town. And Colin Sexton, usually a reliable three-point guy off the bench, played 31 minutes, 6 for 10, and he was reliable from the three-point line. He was 4 for 5 for 22 points. But it seems like the team had no life. 37 points off the bench for the rest of the team, and they lost. They lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves at home, 143 to 118.
Wow.
Bad.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Oh, we got the next one. Kyrie Irving played.
Hey, we got Dallas Mavericks and Los Angeles Clippers.
No Luka Doncic.
Nope.
No.
Oh, jeez. Well, let's jump into this and see what we got going on.
Jump into it with both feet.
Okay, we had Dallas 110, Clippers 104.
In LA.
Down Dallas.
In LA.
In LA.
In LA. They went into LA and laid the smackdown on the Clippers.
Well, let's see. Tim Hardaway Jr., 35 minutes, 7 of 16 for 19 points.
Gotta love it.
Mr. Reggie Bullock, 41 minutes, 6 of 13 for 18 points.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Powell, Dwight Powell, 24 minutes, 5 of 8 for 10 points. Mr. Kyrie moving along Irving, 37 minutes, all right, 9 of 17.
Look at that.
He had 24 points. Hey,
bam.
Getting minutes right off the bat.
New home, new Kyrie.
That's it. Josh Green, 40 minutes, 5 of 7, 14 minutes.
I don't know what's up with that. He played 40 minutes, only shot the ball 7 times.
Well, 7 times. Oh,
supposed to be a guard, too.
Well, we got 25 points from the bench.
That's it.
That was enough to win.
It's still enough to beat LA?
Yeah.
In LA?
Okay, let's see what's going on with LA.
Not
Mr.
much.
Paul George, 34 minutes, 8 of 20 for 20 points. Mr. Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
32 minutes, 7 of 12. Shot the ball 12 times for 18 points.
That's it.
Mr. Clay Morris, clutch man, no. Marcus Morris.
Marcus
Morris, 30 minutes. Big 2 points.
1 for 8.
Wow, he shot 8 times, hit 1 shot. Oh, my God. Mr. Ivica Zubac, 29 minutes, 3 for 3, 9 points.
Can't beat that.
And with the plan, Terrence Mann, 35 minutes, 7 of 12 for 21 points. Let's see, the high score off the bench was Mr. Norman Powell, 20 minutes, 8 of 17 for 24 4 points.
Yeah.
10 points from the rest of the guys.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're going to cover the Western Conference. We're the Clippers. They're down there somewhere. They're not too bad. All right. This is the grand finale. The grand finale. Golden State traveled to Portland to take on the Trailblazers. Golden State with that big powerhouse scorer named Draymond Green. And they need him to score because, you know, he stepped up his scoring because Steph Curry's out. So now with Steph Curry still out injured, you know, with the injury that he has, Draymond has stepped up. Huh?
Curry's out again?
Yeah, he's out again. Oh. He's getting older, you know. That being said, Golden State lost.
He's 34 years old.
Portland 125 to 122. Portland did what they were supposed to do. They protected their home court. They defended home. They got that out the way. They defended home. Now let's see how it happened. Here's how it happened, ladies and gentlemen. Draymond Green, let's start off with that big powerhouse scorer there. He played 35 minutes. He was 2 for 7. He shot the ball one time from 3-point land, and he had 4 points. Yep, Draymond had 4 points. Then you had Kelvin Looney. Okay, Mr. Looney played 14 minutes, not too many. Only got to shoot the ball 2 times, but he was good for both those 2 times that he shot it for 5 points. Andrew Wiggins played 37 minutes, 7 for 14, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. He had 18 points. No, 21 points. 18. No, he had 18. He had 18 points. Klay Thompson played 38 minutes, 12 for 28. Klay was shooting the ball. Guess somebody has to. And he had 31 points out of it. Jordan Poole also picked up the slack. Played 35 minutes, was 13 for 25 for 38 points. The difference was Thompson was 7 for 19 from 3 points. And Jordan Poole was 7 for 12. They kind of lost a little bit of efficiency in that category. Off the bench, they got 18 points from Dante DiVincenzo. And besides that 18 points, they only got 9 from other 3 players who came off the bench. The Portland Trailblazers, who won this game, traded Josh Hart. Now, you guys may be wondering who Josh Hart is. And, well, he played for the Portland Trailblazers up until he was a starter. He was giving them 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists a game. Gone. Well, they substituted here with Drew Eubanks. Drew Eubanks was 5 for 6 in 17 minutes. Not a whole lot of time, but he had 10 points. Jeremy Grant gave him 40 minutes, 7 for 12, 22 points. Damian Lillard, also 40 minutes. Damian, you don't get paid that much, enough. You don't get paid enough to, well, maybe you do. 8 for 21. He was 8 for 21 for 33 points. Gary Payton Jr. So this is what happened. They went out and got Gary Payton Jr. last year, but Josh Hart appeared to be blocking his transformation into the starting lineup. Not anymore. Now they can put Gary Payton Jr. in there all day long. Mm-hmm. He played 22 minutes and scored 9 points. Because Anthony Simon says, you're not taking away my points. He played 36 minutes, 4 for 12 for his 11 points, and that was that. They got 10 points from Shaden Sharp, no relation to Shannon Sharp, and 10 points from Mr. Walker. That's it. But they made a trade. They're trying to win. Somebody's trying to win somewhere up there in Portland. You got to put the effort in. Somebody's got to do something. Just can't sit around and think you're going to make it to the playoffs. Even the Milwaukee Bucks, who have Giannis and Chris Middleton, went out and made a trade.
You got to tighten up the weak links, but I guess you got a whole
you got to make trades. You got to get in there. Every season is different. You got to get in there and start tinkering and helping out the players you have. So, Danny Ainge, you're sorely missed in Boston. Maybe you would have went out and got somebody to help this team because this team is going to be limping into the playoffs. They're playing the starters too much, and they can't get any reliability out of Al Horford or Robert Williams to stay in the lineup. They are in trouble. Trouble with a capital T.
Well, they did pick up the big boy, so we'll see how that works.
Who picked up a big boy?
The Celtics. They picked up Mike Muscala.
Who?
From Oklahoma City.
Really?
A center. Yeah, he's a center. Mike Muscala.
All right. Well,
He averaged 6.2 points per game.
Oh yeah, that's gonna help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, you trade everybody. You trade Marcus Smart. You trade your draft picks for the next 5 years, the 2028, and you trade Al Horford and Robert Williams, and you get Joel Embiid, because Joel Embiid is not going to win with Philadelphia. He's got to know that by now. He's done. He's done in Philadelphia. If he wants to win, he's going to have to get out of there. So that's a move that if they make that move, they're done. I mean, they're there, because the way these two teams look, neither of them are going to make it through the playoffs past the first or second round. That being said, let's move on to the Western Conference here. And Rob Pelinka, I may not like the Lakers, but Rob Pelinka is wheeling and dealing like a man possessed. The Lakers are going to be trouble in the West if they ever get out of 13th place. Kevin Durant is gone, right?
Yeah. See what the Nets look like now. Oh, boy.
Yeah, the Nets have nobody, but focusing on the Nuggets. Who did the Nuggets get? The Nuggets received in trade. Oh, they got Russell Westbrook, didn't they? Or was it
Yeah.
Yeah. Or was it the Utah Jazz? No, it's the Utah Jazz that got Westbrook. Utah Jazz, where are they? Jeez, oh my gosh. They're in 11, so they don't care. They've basically written this season off.
Yeah.
So they're going to pick up Westbrook, and then I think that's a done deal. By the end of the season, he'll be gone. That's it. I don't. Who did Dallas get? Did Dallas get anybody?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, they did. They got Kyrie.
Oh, the Mavericks. Right.
Oh, let's see. Denver Nuggets trade. They got the center Thomas Bryant. Ooh, just what they needed. And the Lakers had to shed payroll to pick up D'Angelo Russell. So they just dumped Bryant right into the Nuggets' hand. That's a nice move by the Nuggets. Memphis Grizzlies, they don't know what to do with themselves right now, so I don't think they traded.
Celtics, I mean, LA picked up Devin Reed too, right?
Who's Devin Reed?
I don't know.
Oh, we're here.
Pick up Devin Reed and Jared Vanderbilt. Well, Jared Vanderbilt's already there, right?
I'm not. Devin Reed. Finding out all these things, the trades are being made as we talk. Because Jay Crowder just got traded again. They traded him, Davon Reed. Denver. So they pick up Denver. He's a guard. Unless they didn't need him. The Lakers, do they need another guy? They're picking up D'Angelo Russell. They have Dennis Schroeder, D'Angelo Russell, and another guy. Who's that? Well, we'll look into that later. I don't think they need another guy, but they're probably going to go with this guy. Well, Memphis Grizzlies did make it. Sacramento King clashed with Dominus Sabonis. Anything happened there? Sacramento. Nope. Oh, Kessler Edwards. Kings acquired Kessler Edwards and cash from the Nets.
I guess
Well, that's just rumor.
Starting next week, we got to print out updated rosters
Rosters.
because everybody's changing.
The Lakers, especially, they picked up Rui Hachimura. Bryant's gone. Westbrook's gone. Russell's in, along with Davon Reed. Okay. So Sacramento didn't make any big changes. We already know that Dallas Mavericks, who are in fourth place. Now, let me give you the lineup here. The Western Conference, you have the Denver Nuggets, first place. Memphis Grizzlies, second place. Sacramento Kings, third place. Then the Dallas Mavericks. They were in fourth place, and they went out and picked up Kyrie Irving. I think that will get them far into the playoffs. It will take some of the scoring off of Luka Doncic. Also, it'll be somebody else bringing up the ball for the first three quarters instead of Luka Doncic, which is even better.
Yeah.
Probably the only way they can get him off the ball.
Now he can do some other stuff.
Yeah,
He's
now
supposed to as a big
maybe
guy.
set a pick for somebody else. All right. The Phoenix Suns, who are right behind the Sacramento Kings, right behind the Dallas Mavericks at 4. They're at 5. The Phoenix Suns are at 5. They went out and got Kevin Durant. Now, I don't know when Kevin Durant's going to be back. I don't know when he's going to be back, but he's there.
Well, they don't need him until after the All-Star break. So
if they get him after the All-Star break, him and Devin Booker comes back.
Which Devin Booker's probably been waiting to come back once he gets some more help.
So there it is. They're going to be trouble. The LA Clippers, they made no changes because they're stuck with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, two old horses that are, somewhere around the track somewhere. They can't win with these two guys because they can't stay healthy, and they've become older in the past 5 years than they've ever been. That's sad, but that's the Clippers. The Clippers window is over. The New Orleans Pelicans, they made no trades. They're 3-7 in the last 10 games because Zion Williamson has been out. Is Brandon Ingram back? I believe he's back, but they haven't picked up any steam. They're number 7. So Denver Nuggets, Memphis Grizzlies, Sacramento Kings, Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns, LA Clippers, and then the New Orleans Pelicans in 7th position. They are the Minnesota Timberwolves who beat the crap. The Jazz last night? Yeah, beat the crap out of the Jazz last night with 3 starters missing. They are in 8th place. They are 6-4 in the last 10. Golden State Warriors 6-4 in the last 10. They're in the 9th spot. Portland Trail Blazers 6-4 in the last 10. They're in the 10th spot. You know something I forgot to mention here? The Memphis Grizzlies with Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks, and Desmond Baines. 3 young guys that they are dependent on. They are 2-8 in the last 10 games. Looking bad. They can't depend on these young guys to be consistent for the whole year. Also, I think Steven Adams is out too, and that's killing them. Then we're down to the Utah Jazz. Danny Ainge, the horse trader there. They're 5-5. The 11th position, 5-5 the last 10. Oklahoma City Thunder in the 12th position, 26-28. They're not going anywhere fast. They're not making any trades either. They're 5-5. Los Angeles Lakers, 25-30. 5-5 in their last 10 games, despite all their trades and all their machinations and all their crowing about LeBron James being the scoring champion. 5-5. Nobody's got nothing to say.
They made a whole bunch of moves, so we'll see if they can come out of the mud.
All they got to do is rise 2 more positions. They got to rise over 2 more teams, and they can make it in.
There you go.
Yeah, they're 25. The team that they need to beat is just at 27-28. Or Golden State Warriors at 28-27. 27-28 to Portland Trail Blazers. They're holding down the 10th spot. And then underneath the Lakers, it just gets horrible. You got the San Antonio Spurs at 14-41, and the Houston Rockets at 13-42.
Yeah, both those coaches will be gone at the end of the season.
They're not going to get rid of it. Popovich is 0-10 in his last 10 games.
He never comes out of his office.
0-10.
Doing practice.
Last 10
He
games.
runs practice from his office.
Zoom meetings, Zoom practices.
There you go.
But what's going to happen in the West? No, I think the Lakers are going to climb out and make the 10th seed. But everything there depends on Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but they need to get a little deeper. They make the 10th. That means they got to play the number 2 team in the first round. So they'll be knocked out immediately.
Well, they're not expecting more than that. LeBron's not going to play defense. So if Anthony Davis is not healthy enough to play defense for LeBron and D'Angelo Russell, who also doesn't play any defense, they're sunk. It's over. So they give him the championship, the scoring title, the championship. He's the scoring leader in the NBA because he won't play a freaking lick of defense.
Well, maybe with Russell they can reach my 160, get my little settlement.
Wait, what happened?
And maybe with Russell they'll be able to score 160 points since they ain't gonna play no defense, but keep scoring. They get them points up.
Yeah, he is more efficient than Russell Westbrook when it comes to shooting, if he wants to be. But it all depends on whether he wants to play that game or not.
Well, usually when you go to another team, you do a little better for a little while.
Well, he used to be with the Lakers.
Well, welcome back.
He got kicked off the team because he was ratting out his teammates to their girlfriends or something.
And they brought him back.
All the people he ratted out are gone now.
They're all good.
Yeah.
So you're gonna find some new ones? Start some controversy with some new ones?
I don't know if a Tiger ever changes his stripes, but he's back. Let's just put it that way. Okay. We'll see what happens with them. But I expect that they can move into the 10th spot to beat Portland, because Portland is just teetering. They're teetering there. Golden State, they're barely there. The Timberwolves, they're missing 3 starters. It really depends on, let's be honest. It really depends on whether LeBron wants to play any defense. Because if he does play some defense, they can move into the 10th spot. And if he doesn't, well, it doesn't really matter. What else has happened? As we know, there was another trade. Jay Crowder got traded to the Bucks. He got traded to the Nets, and then got traded from the Nets to the Bucks. Thibault, oh my gosh, goes to Blazers. Matisse Thibault, that's a pickup for them. Okay, that's a pickup for them. So things are happening, and nothing's happening as far as, well, listen to this. Kyrie is happy. He's just glad that Durant got out of Brooklyn. It was you who brought him there, Kyrie. Yeah, well, I'm just praying for Durant's happiness, praying for his well-being. We had a lot of conversations throughout the year what our futures were going to look like, and da-da-da-da-da. But I'm glad he got out of there. I'm just glad that he got out of there. All right. Well, if he's happy, then we can all be happy.
All right. All right, sports fans, it's been great. Super week. We got to chow down, roll on up, get on up out of here now.
How you feeling these days? How you feeling with your new diet these days?
Who?
You.
What new guy?
Oh, well, I guess that settles it.
I feel great.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans everywhere, Amazing Great Sports Next signing out. I am Clay Morris.
Eric James, it's been good.
We will see you next Tuesday. We'll know who's on whose team or whatever at that particular.
The smoke would have settled by then.
Yeah, we'll know who's with who by then.
Okay.
Ciao.
All right, man.